Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maya. This is Lulukins. You probably clicked on this video because of the title, and that is what I will be talking about today, obviously, is why I dropped out of school. And not just, I didn't drop out of high school, I graduated, had a pretty good GPA too. But this video is why I dropped out of college. Now, to start with a little background history is I grew up around people who they didn't really like their job. And every day I'd see them go to work, just dreading going to work. Every day I would see them come home just stressed, just not good. And I was always afraid to grow up, go to school, get a career, and end up hating my job like that. So I always had a fear of commitment to deciding a career for college. And I would get so stressed out because so many people, my senior year of high school, so many people would come up to me and ask, "Oh, what are you going to college for?" And I would be like, "I don't know." And then they would be like, "Oh, you do not have your life figured out. What's wrong with you? My daughter is going to here, had their whole 10-year life planned out for the next 10 years. So that would just create so much stress just because I was afraid of committing to a career and going through all that time and money and hating it. So I went to school, got my associate's degree done, and I realized that out of all the classes of science and history and language and all those generals, my favorite class is actually chemistry. So I thought, well, what can I do with chemistry? And someone said, you can go to pharmacy school. So I transferred schools and started doing a pre-pharmacy program. And I thought, finally, okay, I have my life figured out. I know what I'm going for. But always in the back of my mind, I wasn't quite sure. And during this time, I started developing a deeper relationship with God, and I was attending a college group called Chi Alpha, and it was really talking about following God's plan that He has for your life. So one day I just sat down and I was like, "Lord, is this what you have for me?" And what I heard Him say is, "No, I have something else planned for your life." And that was just like, stop in the tracks. So I started talking with some good friends of mine, and my husband, he wasn't my husband at that time, but started talking with him, just other people who are real strong Christians, and they gave me two options. So I started talking with them, and I decided, well, okay, I'll just keep my options open, not necessarily head only for pharmacy, but I will just stay in school. And for the next 2 months, I was just not happy. I was really struggling just because I knew that even school in general was not what God had in plan for my life. So I decided that that would be my last semester. And I tell you, I had some real problems finishing the semester. I'll tell you, all I wanted to do is just stop, quit. It was real hard to focus on grades and exams and all that stuff when I knew that was my last semester. So anyways, it came. That was my last semester. And I was still just kind of lost at what to do. No one really knew that I wasn't going back to school after the summer break. Kind of kept it to myself a little bit while I was deciding what the next step would be, so I could tell people I'm not going back to school, but this is what I'm doing with my life. And I was trying to really discuss it and talking with God about it, and finally I heard Him say, "You're going to get married and you are going to move 1,000 miles away." That's what I did. I got married, moved out here. I had Josiah, my baby. And I have to say, I am so happy I made the decision that I made. Yes, I did not finish school, but at least I do have a degree. I do have an associate's degree, so it's not like I don't have anything. If I wouldn't have done that, I wouldn't be probably wouldn't be married right now. I would not have Josiah, and I couldn't imagine living life without my little munchkin. So that's where I am right now. I just work I'm a waitress at a local restaurant here where we currently move. It's not my dream job, and this move is just temporary, so we do plan on moving back to where we're from in a couple years, or to wherever God has us move. I get a lot of questions from people about, will I ever go back to school? Maybe. Only if God says so. I'm not a huge fan of school to begin with, and yes, sometimes I dream about having a high career and being successful and having lots of money, yada yada yada. But just knowing that I'm supposed to be here right now, there's no doubts in my mind that this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. So if you're not sure about, am I supposed to go for this degree, this career, what am I supposed to be doing in life, the best person to go to would be God. That's just my opinion. But will I go back to school? Maybe. My husband and I were just talking about that 2 nights ago. We were talking about me possibly going back to school. What would it be for? I don't know. I mean, chemistry was my favorite subject. My dream job, though, my absolute dream job was, I love anything with plants. So if I could open up a floral shop, a greenhouse, I would like to have a greenhouse plus a floral shop combined in one, and serve chocolates. That's my dream goal business. And then on the side have a horse training / horse guided thing where I can give like a horse camp where girls or anyone of any age who wants to come learn about horses can come spend a week, and I can teach them everything they need to know about having a horse, owning a horse, the financial aspects, the health, hoofs, trimming, shots, vaccinations, anything. That would be something I would love to do on the side. So those are my dreams. Who knows if they'll actually happen. All I know is for now I'm supposed to be here, and that's all that anyone needs to know. So that is my story on why I dropped out of school and where I am right now. So if you're kind of in that same area, I hope this video helped. Just keep in mind that it really just has to be what you feel like you're supposed to do. If you don't feel like school is really what you should be doing right now, then do not waste all that time and all that money. And don't give in to pressure. I know so many parents and peer pressure, and just, it can be a lot. Trust me, it can be very stressful. So do what makes you happy in moderation. Don't use that as an excuse to be lazy and do nothing. So you just use some common sense. But I hope this video helped. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.